Now on CoastTV News.
October is starting on a wet note for Delmarva with hit and miss showers this morning. One more day of rain, then a drying and warming trend. I'll track the rain coming up next.
Major road improvements in Rehoboth Beach are hitting a pause. I'll tell you about the recent update to the Rehoboth Beach repaving project.
Action against the wind, the latest legal move in Delaware over the proposed wind farm off of our coast.
Farewell to Charlie Hustle, a legend in Philadelphia sports history, passes away at age 83.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we continue in our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. It is Tuesday, October 1st, 2024.
It is October 1st. We begin a new month. October is here, and with that, all the fall things that come with it.
That's right. I hope October slows down. It's not as fast as August and September, because those just
I don't think it's going to slow down for you, my friend.
It's not. No, I got a couple things going on this month, don't I?
You're a little busy.
A little busy. Maybe have a wedding to prepare for in a few days, but that's not stressing me out.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
No.
So, no, what I really am focusing on is Bob's weather forecast for the Dominican where I'm getting married, but also locally, Bob. So what's going on closer to home?
Paige, great news. Keeping the hurricanes away for your wedding in the DR, so that's great news. So, boy, we need a break from the hurricanes, don't we? But we are seeing murky weather closer to home, seeing a lot of clouds and a little bit of drizzle out there. So nothing on radar across Sussex County. That said, still a little drizzle, maybe Salisbury back through Ocean Pines and towards the coast, and the eastern shore as well, seeing some showers, more legit rain, light rain, right along the I-95 corridor. This rain's moving in all different directions. It's kind of strange, but I think we will be seeing some hit and miss showers as we go through the day with surface low pressure to the south, and there's an upper level low in here low to our west. So those combined have the clouds and rain ongoing throughout the day. Out the door, temperatures in the 60s to around 70 at the beaches, and an easterly wind pretty strong, piling up the water a little bit, and maybe some flooding at the time of high tide. Otherwise, Futurecast keeps us murky today. Clouds, drizzle, light rain, that raw east-northeast wind, and some heavier rain maybe into the afternoon. And we're only getting into the low 70s. Most of us are in the 60s, and still kind of miserable as we go through the evening hours. So not so great for the kiddos at the bus stop. Definitely need the rain gear. Won't be raining all the time, but make sure they have the umbrella and the raincoat and rain boots. Drizzle, light rain, 67 off to school, then heading home right around 70. Not warming up much with more drizzle and light rain.
Alrighty, Bob, thank you. Now, for the past few years, the city of Rehoboth Beach has been talking about repaving Rehoboth Avenue. It's that, of course, main strip of road in the downtown area.
And CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber is in our newsroom. Elisa, although some work has begun on this, a big part of it will not move forward until next year.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, for the past few weeks, the city has been preparing people for this long-awaited Rehoboth Avenue repaving project. But on Monday, the city announced that the repaving portion of this project is actually going to be delayed until spring or next fall due to DelDOT budget cuts. And while the milling and paving is being put on pause, curbing and concrete work is underway. Concrete work will go from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Sunday evening through Friday morning. And work is beginning on median islands at State Road and will continue east, and then pedestrian connections will be upgraded working from west to east.
All right, and Rehoboth Beach, we know it's still busy. City has a lot of events planned for the fall.
Yeah, Lisa, so how could this project affect those events, maybe something like Sea Witch?
Yeah, Paige, the city says that work will stop on October 23rd at 6 a.m. in order to prepare for that Sea Witch Festival weekend. And we actually spoke with a store owner to see how this project could affect local businesses, and we'll hear from him a little later on. Back to you.
All right, Elisa Weber, thank you. DelDOT facing a lawsuit over its authorization of U.S. Winds project. Jane Brady of Brady Legal Group announcing that she filed a complaint with the Sussex County Superior Court on behalf of the Cesar Rodney Institute. This challenges the agency. Brady claims that DelDOT should not be able to grant permits to U.S. Wind for beach construction and the use of wetlands and subaqueous lands. DelDOT has given a no comment. However, in the past, it has argued the project will bring more than $100 million in benefits to the state through workforce development, dredging projects, and mitigation of climate change.
And the regulations they adopted require that approval for the zoning required as part of the project be done before the permits are granted. And in fact, it's a mandatory component of the application itself.
And the project would require bringing transmission lines ashore and put underneath the Indian River Bay to a substation. The lawsuit was filed on Monday to the Superior Court in Sussex County, and they have 20 days to respond.
The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management will be holding a series of public meetings regarding plans for the construction of offshore wind turbines. The structures would be as close as 3.5 miles from the Ocean City shoreline. The proposed project would be in addition to the 114 938-foot-tall turbines over 10 miles from the shoreline that were already approved earlier in September. One meeting is tomorrow, October 2nd. It's from 6 to 8, and you can register online.
This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know who should have more input in offshore wind decisions.
All right, let's see what you guys are thinking. 74% of you saying the residents. What went down our last hour is the government. That used to be 12%, now just 11% of you. A couple of you chiming in, local businesses, fishermen, environmental groups. That could also count as residents, though. Oh, a couple changes there. Still fewer votes for government, a couple more in the other groups there. But go ahead and vote. Go to coasttv.com/vote. Also vote on our app.
Happening today, it's the municipal election in Berlin. Voters will elect the mayor and 2 town council members. Incumbent Mayor Zach Tyndall running unopposed, and barring write-in candidates, he will be confirmed today as the winner. Same situation there in District 2 for Jack Orris. The one contested race is found in District 3. Incumbent Shanika Nichols is being challenged by Daniel Packey. Polls are open from 7 to 7 in Berlin.
Also happening today, Ocean City set to discuss a request to use a piece of land next to Little Salisbury Park for a basketball court. According to the mayor and council meeting agenda, a license agreement will be presented that would give the town and Verizon permission to work together on improving the court. The town saying that officials are currently seeking a state grant of over $200,000, and that would cover the cost with bringing the courts back to life and building a new pickleball court as well.
New bills in Delaware signed by Governor John Carney. These will help strengthen health care for retired state employees. Those are benefits that are not part of a pension. Right now, they say the program is underfunded by billions. So this new batch of money will be set aside every year, and add funding increases over time with change to health plans and change in eligibility for future retirees and spouses.
DENREC is hosting community sessions to get your input on updating Delaware's climate action plan. These sessions run from 4 to 7 in each Delaware county this month. This includes October 29th at the Cheer Community Center in Georgetown. Also October 22nd, that's at the Modern Maturity Center in Dover. And you'll share some ideas, learn about current actions, and be able to ask state experts your questions. Some good news now for all the beach and boardwalk lovers that have four-legged friends at home. Today, you can break out the leash and bring them back to the beach with you in Rehoboth. Leashed dogs are welcome back on the sand and on the boardwalk. It's going to stay that way through the off-season, and it lasts until April 30th.
This morning, as the Phillies prepare for their run at a 3rd World Series title, the franchise learning that the man who was so important in winning that very first one for the Phils, Pete Rose, has passed away.
Yeah, career mostly spent with the Cincinnati Reds. Rose became the first big free agent to ever sign with the Phillies, joining the team in '79 and becoming the spark plug for a group that won it all 1 year later. The Phils would return to the World Series in his final year with the team in '83. During his time in Philadelphia, Rose broke Stan Musial's all-time National League hit record, and he would eventually become baseball's all-time hit king, ending with 4.256.
However, when he returned to the Reds as manager in the late 1980s, Commissioner Bart Giamatti handed Rose a lifetime ban from baseball after an investigation revealed his betting on games. For years, Rose denied he betted on baseball until admitting to it about 20 years ago. Pete Rose dead at age 83. Happening today, game 1 of the best-of-3 wild-card series for the Orioles. Birds are home all this week at Camden Yards, taking on the Kansas City Royals. The Orioles won 4 of 6 regular season meetings. First pitch scheduled for 4:08.
All right, Americans in several states, they are still grappling with that wide swath of damage from Hurricane Helene. Former President Donald Trump was on the ground in Georgia Monday. Vice President Harris was in D.C. meeting with FEMA administrators.
Yeah, that is Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance go head-to-head in the vice presidential debate tonight. NBC's Alice Barr shows us what the debate could focus on as their counterparts speak on Helene's destruction.
Final preparations are underway for tonight's vice presidential debate. Ohio Senator J.D. Vance arriving in New York. His Democratic rival, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, has been prepping in Michigan with help from his wife, Gwen Walz.
She wins every one.
The VP debate could take on outsized importance, with the presidential nominees not expected to face off again before Election Day. Both tickets still searching for that moment to sway undecided voters.
JD's a very smart guy, as everybody knows. I think he's going to do great.
Former President Trump spent Monday in Hurricane Helene-ravaged Valdosta, Georgia, alongside an aid group bringing truckloads of supplies.
We are going to be with you as long as you need it.
The former president accusing Vice President Harris and President Biden of not doing enough.
The federal government is not being responsive.
Let me get this straight. He's lying.
I spoke to President Biden last night about 5 o'clock, just about the storm.
The Biden administration promising to keep surging every resource. The vice president cut short campaigning to return to Washington and meet with FEMA officials.
I plan to be on the ground as soon as possible, but as soon as possible without disrupting any emergency response operations.
The federal storm response could have a major impact on the presidential race, with key swing states desperate for help in the path of destruction. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And turning back to tonight's vice presidential debate, both nominees expected to play up their small-town roots as abortion, views on family and the economy, all expected to be central. Big question that we're looking at: how much will the emphasis be on Walz versus Vance as opposed to the looming matchup of Harris versus Trump? We'll see.
Yeah, we will. But for right now, though, we are just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Paige, coming up, the SUV we're showing you here after a crash in Rehoboth Beach, and we have what one witness says happened moments before that big collision.
Also ahead, libraries still without internet across Delaware. We're going to show you what led to those places being left without the major resource and what officials are still confirming.
And iPhone sales slump. We'll tell you why one analyst says people may be holding out on buying the new device. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Welcome to the brand new Bath by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Bath by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etch tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today, because you deserve the best.
Did you know there's more than one way to sell your home? If you can wait and want top dollar, use a real estate agent. But if you have tight deadlines, need fast cash, or just want to walk away, you might consider a professional home buyer. In less than 30 days, without making any repairs, waiting on buyer financing, or endless negotiations, your home could be sold. Delmarva Dave is here to help. For more information about Delmarva Dave, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Do you feel like good customer service is a thing of the past? Achieving a top-notch lawn and healthy plants can be stress-free when it's with a company you can trust. I'm Richie with AC Plant & Turf, where we make it easy. When you call us, you'll speak directly to someone who cares about your needs. Timely service is our priority. Our experienced team is committed to resolving your questions or concerns quickly. Experience the simplicity and convenience of our service. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a beautiful lawn and landscape and call AC Plant & Turf today.
.614 on our Tuesday morning. Kind of cloudy out there, maybe a little drizzly in Dover right now. 67 on our Bay Health Cam, and lots of clouds across Sussex County. Maybe a little bit of drizzle. Not seeing anything on radar here. The same goes for Salisbury back to the coast. Maybe some drizzle, but I am seeing some light rain now showing up for the eastern shore. So some legit light rain there, and farther west, also to our east. It's kind of splitting over us, but eventually I think some of that rain will fill in with low pressure to our south. We are looking at temperatures out the door into the mid to upper 60s right now, a little milder at the coast, and that's where it's breezy. Easterly wind piling up that water, maybe a little bit of flooding at a time of high tide. And make sure you're wearing your foul weather gear on the ferry up to Cape May. Water's going to be choppy. It's going to be spitting rain, light rain and drizzle. And temperatures only in the 60s to around 70 by about 11 o'clock and noon, and highs only in the low 70s this afternoon.
Hurricane Ian has devastated Florida's Gulf Coast with 140-mile-hour per winds, 9-foot storm surges, widespread power outages all there. Now Delaware is stepping up to help. Local politicians and businesses are teaming up to collect essential supplies for the relief effort. And this week, donations can be dropped off in Sussex County at Old Pastor House in Georgetown and in Kent County at the Kent County Republican headquarters in Dover. Officials say items like cleaning supplies, canned food, and bottled water, they're all needed. Starting Monday, October 7th through February the 4th, Miller's Neck Road between Old Mill Bridge Road and Derrickson Creek Road in Frankfort will be closed. You can see the area we're talking about right there on your screen. It's more the Roxana area. DelDOT will be realigning Miller's Neck Road next to Old Bridge Road, and there will be detours.
Verizon says its cell phone service is now fully back online. A lot of you happy to hear that one. The company's statement follows that massive outage that impacted thousands of customers late yesterday morning. Many users saying their cell phones were intermittently displaying that SOS mode that left them only able to make emergency calls via satellite. Speaking of phones, the new iPhone 16, it's not selling as well as expected. According to one analyst, Apple sold an estimated 37 million units in the first weekend of pre-sales. But that's actually down more than 12% when you compare it to sales of new iPhones during the same period last year. Experts say customers may just be waiting to buy the new phone because the highly touted Apple Intelligence features won't be available until next month. Still ahead this morning, libraries still without internet after that cyber attack. We're going to show you the lack of one vital resource and how it's impacting people in Sussex County.
We're starting to see some daylight on the boardwalk in Rehoboth. Sun's not up for another 40 minutes or so. A little drizzly out there, a little wet, so pack the rain gear. October is off to a wet start. Scattered showers this morning, and it's one more rainy day, and then clearing, drier, and warmer the next few days. Your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
There's still lots of great weather left to enjoy a new deck and a vacation.
With Paul Davis, you can have both. Our composite decking looks great. It won't fade, curl, or rot, so it's maintenance free and comes with our lifetime warranty.
Paul Davis will bring the showroom to you, take measurements, and give you a down-to-the-penny price that same day. And that vacation?
We'll give you that, too.
Pay nothing for 12 months and get a luxury vacation for 2 extended only through October.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Are you feeling stuck and unable to live your life because of a tick-borne illness? Acupuncture is a holistic approach that can help minimize the long-term effects of tick-borne diseases such as alpha-gal.
I struggled with alpha-gal for years, and then I started a customized treatment plan at Delmarva Acupuncture, and Dr. Ashley really helped with my anxiety around food.
Acupuncture can help minimize the long-term effects of many tick-borne diseases.
To learn more about Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Welcome to the brand new Baths by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Baths by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etch tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Baths by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:19, and we are looking live at Lewis along the canal. Bit of a damp Tuesday morning, but Bob, I did hear you say just moments ago, one more wet day. We only have one more.
One more. Yeah, you know, it really has been a really humid stretch, Matt, where, we've been dealing with this moisture. A lot of it is from Helene and just tropical moisture in general. It'll eventually get out of here behind a cold front on Wednesday, but still some rain to get through. About a 50% chance of rain today. Not everybody's going to get wet, but drizzle, light rain, and still a 20% chance early Wednesday. Then we finally dry it out as you see the zeros Thursday through Saturday as we're looking at temperatures warming up and we're drying it out as well. On the muggy meter, yeah, we're still kind of muggy today, but then the line does go down into the comfy range, especially after Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. We dry it out there. It looks like it jumps up a little bit Saturday morning, but into the afternoons, I think into the weekend, we're in good shape. The humidity will be lower. Not so now. It's muggy, it's cloudy, and we're looking at a little drizzle out there. I think patchy drizzle, maybe some limited visibility too. Otherwise, the eastern shore, you're starting to see some heavier showers there right along the eastern shore of Maryland towards the Chesapeake Bay, and then over the bay to the I-95 corridor. They're seeing showers there to our south and to the east as well. So we're kind of surrounded. It's like the rain is avoiding Delmarva, but I think it'll be moving in with time as we have surface low pressure to the south. Then there's an upper level low back to the west, and that's all contributing to the clouds and rain. But here's our game changer, this cold front back through the plains, cooler and drier air behind us, a high pressure. It's going to take a little while for this front to get here, but it will be moving in as we go in to later Wednesday and then beyond, really start to dry out. Temperatures right now into the mid to upper 60s, 69 in Bethany Beach and Rehoboth. We've got this easterly wind that's around 15 to 20 miles per hour, and that is causing some coastal impacts. Coastal flood advisory, Sussex County, that's until Tuesday morning. So watch for maybe half foot to about a foot of inundation there. And the eastern shore also under a coastal flood advisory through Wednesday evening. Here's Futurecast. We've got the clouds, the breezy conditions, and the periodic drizzle and light rain. So that means temperatures not moving all that much today. 60s and lower 70s, that's it. And then tonight, some clouds and the showers diminishing as we go through the evening hours. As we go into Wednesday, we start to finally clear things out and dry it out and cool it off as well. And as we go deeper into the week, you see how the clouds are dispersing by Friday and into the weekend looking great. The first weekend of October looking dry. And as far as the rain the next 24 hours, maybe a 10 to about 2/10 of an inch, but that's about it. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, kind of dreary today and 71, and then 73 Wednesday, some early showers, drying out and warming up Thursday and Friday. Weekend good, almost 80 on Saturday. Sunday looking great, and then we're back to the rain on Monday and 76.
Bob, some Delaware libraries still without internet following a cyber attack. It was just over 1 week ago. Libraries across the state, including Sussex County, experienced an internet outage. The Director of Policy and Communication with the Delaware Department of State told CoastTV the only thing they can confirm is that they were hacked by ransomware. That's a malware demanding a ransom in order for you to access your computer again. And this has left many Delawareans searching for working internet.
I tried to print something this morning and I wasn't able to print. And I saw the message that the system was down. I found out that it's statewide or it's something bigger than just my little town in Laurel.
And as of last night, some libraries still have no internet. Again, the Director of Policy and Communications with the Delaware Department of State says this is an ongoing investigation.
Coming up next on Coast TV News today, one older couple now dealing with the impacts of a very serious crash that destroyed that SUV. What officials say about their condition. Don't go anywhere.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Get ready for the spookiest night of the year. Milton Zombie Fest is creeping up on October 19th starting at 4 p.m. in downtown Milton. It's a haunted Mardi Gras like you've never seen before. Bring the whole family for bone-chilling fun with live music, freak shows, food trucks, costume contests, and a laser light show that'll leave you screaming for more. Admission is free, so come join the undead for a night you won't forget. For more info, visit miltontheater.com. Sponsored by Coast TV.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
Hey Delaware! Bet Rivers and Valley Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and parlays to the spread and the money line. It's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up, Delaware, with BetRivers, Valley Casino, and football on your phone. Download the app today.
Hi, I'm Scott Cower from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's is a little seafood shack on Coastal Highway serving lunch and dinner daily, featuring seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-inspired nightly specials, along with a large selection of craft ales, cocktails, and our extensive wine list. Matt's is a perfect place to enjoy dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or lunch in the lobster room. Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. See you soon.
An older couple is now dealing with the aftermath of a serious crash that happened on Monday. According to officials, a white SUV drove off Route 1. It rolled into Rehoboth Auto Repair on Coastal Highway all around noon. According to an employee there of the shop, that couple was driving, had an appointment with the shop. They had driven, however, through the parking lot, then through a grassy area, then hit a tree and flipped into the building. The Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company did confirm that the couple had to be manually removed from their car. One was flown to Christiana Hospital, the other was taken to BB Healthcare.
So I was standing in front of 4 tires over there. All I heard was a rapid acceleration, and then you heard a big thunk, and then another big thud, and everything just came crashing down. And I went running because I was only like, I want to say 12 feet away.
Now the condition of that couple as of right now is still unknown.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Tryhe back with us and continue to talk about cloudy days along the coast. I feel like I say this every time I talk to you, Bob.
Yeah, it's kind of like October on the coast, right? You know, it's kind of drizzly, it's fall, and, you know, we can expect this kind of weather sometimes, but we'll eventually get rid of the humidity and clouds, but not today. A lot of clouds, Chincoteague and Assateague. In the lower 70s for you. You can see temperatures moving very little with drizzle and light rain throughout the day. UV index is low, obviously, with all the clouds. Ocean City and Fenwick Island, 60s to right around 70 degrees. Waves around 3 to 5 feet, and with that easterly wind, that water's piling up a little bit, and you definitely could see some minor flooding at time of high tide. Cambridge, you're wet today and early tomorrow, then drying out Thursday, and the same for Crisfield as well. In fact, looking really nice end of the week into the weekend. Much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Alrighty, Bob, thank you so much. Also coming up after the break, help for health benefits. We're going to tell you how a series of new bills in Delaware will change certain health benefits in the state.
Hey, it's that time of year again in Rehoboth Beach. You can now take your furry friends with you. How long their beach season will last.
And Rehoboth project on pause. We're going to tell you why a major road renovation is put on pause until next year after it had already started. CoastTV News Today. We'll be right back.
Join us for the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer in Ocean City on Saturday, October 26th. The walk starts at 8 a.m. on the boardwalk at the inlet. Sign up to walk or lead a team to celebrate courage and hope for breast cancer survivors, those living with metastatic breast cancer, caregivers, and families. Be the hope to help end breast cancer for everyone. For more details, visit coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Now on Coast TV News.
October is starting on a wet note for Delmarva with hit and miss showers. It's one more day of rain, then a drying and warming trend. I'll track the rain coming up next.
The nation's summer capital is supposed to be getting a makeover. I'll tell you why the Rehoboth Avenue repaving project has hit a pause.
Delaware retiree benefits, the action that is designed to strengthen health care for former state employees.
Bringing back the bark. Dog policy that returns to Rehoboth Beach now that the summer season is over.
This is Coast TV News Today.
October 1st, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick, a morning Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 6:30. Went to bed in September. Woke up in October.
That's right.
I know. For me, this is when it's real. This is when it's like, this is fall.
This is fall. Yeah, everything's in full swing, all the fall stuff, and we're loving seeing it. So we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey now. Bob, you've been looking forward to fall, and you're letting us know it's going to be feeling like fall.
It will be, especially in the next few days once we start to dry things out. But it is pretty muggy right now, and it definitely has that fall feel. Of course, the leaves are beginning to change, too. And we've got the shorter days, and it's cloudy. It's a little murky out there. We've got some drizzle across Sussex County. It's not showing up on radar, but we definitely have it, too. Back through areas of Maryland around Salisbury, watch for drizzle. And a steadier rain for parts of the eastern shore, and then extends back towards the I-95 corridor, back to D.C. and into Baltimore. Also, more rain to the south, but it's kind of splitting when it gets over the top of us. But eventually we will see more of these rain showers throughout the day with low pressure to the south. There's an upper level low here too. Some of the moisture from Helene, believe it or not, but nothing to the degree like we had several days ago with that killer hurricane. We're looking at temperatures into the mid to upper 60s with an easterly wind. Watch for some tidal flooding at the time of high tide. Otherwise cloudy. It's dreary today with an easterly wind. Temperatures not moving all that much. Only 60s and low 70s. And the rain and drizzle continues right into the weekend. And for the kiddos at the bus stop, make sure they have their rain gear. 66 off to school and not rising too much, up to 70 heading home, and still kind of drizzly and rainy.
Thank you, Bob. Repaving the main road in the nation's summer capital. It's expected to be a big improvement there, but there's also a big impact to businesses.
Yeah, Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is in our newsroom. Elisa, although the project has begun, a major part of it has actually hit a standstill.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, for the past few weeks, the city has been preparing people for this long-awaited Rehoboth Avenue repaving project. But on Monday, the city announced that the repaving portion is actually going to be delayed until the springtime or even next fall due to DelDOT budget cuts. And while the milling and paving is being put on pause, the curbing and concrete work has already begun. Concrete work will go from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Sunday evening through Friday morning. And work is beginning on median islands at State Road and will continue east. Then pedestrian connections will be upgraded, working from west to east. One store owner in Rehoboth Beach says this project is greatly needed.
Well, I mean, the construction's got to be done. And from what I understand, they're only going to block off one lane at a time. So you're still going to be able to get into town pretty easily. It is off season, so it's not like it's impacting a huge amount of traffic. So again, we're hoping for the best, and we're just gonna wait and see.
The city says that no work will happen after October 23rd at 6 a.m. in order to prepare for the Sea Witch Festival weekend. Back to you.
Lisa Weber, thank you. Good news for all the beach and boardwalk lovers that have four-legged friends at home. Happening today, you can now break out the leash and bring them to the beach with you in Rehoboth Beach. The ability to have dogs in these places is for all of the off-season, which ends April 30th, 2025.
Happening today, the municipal election in Berlin. Voters there will elect the mayor and 2 town council members. Incumbent Mayor Zach Tyndall is running unopposed, and barring write-in candidates, he will be confirmed as the winner today. That is the same situation as well in District 2 for Jack Orris, but the one contested race is in District 3. Incumbent Shanika Nichols being challenged by Daniel Packey. Those polls are open from 7 to 7 there in Berlin.
In Delaware, a new bill signed by Governor John Carney. These are designed to strengthen health care for retired state employees. Those are benefits that are not part of a pension, and right now they say that program is underfunded by billions. So this new batch of money will be set aside every year. It'll add funding increases over time with changes to health plans and change in eligibility for future retirees and spouses. Still more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, we're talking about blood drives on Delmarva. As the peninsula is still feeling the impacts of a national blood shortage, banks on Delmarva are trying to help. We're going to tell you when you can donate to their cause.
Also remembering a baseball legend, the complicated legacy of Pete Rose and the impact he had on the Phillies.
And an event for women to get in touch more with nature. We're going to show you what activities are expected during a hands-on program that helps women embrace the outdoors. Stick with us on Coast TV News today.
With the 2024 race down to the wire, J.D. Vance and Tim Walz meet on the debate stage for the first and only time. Watch the debate on NBC for complete coverage. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on NBC.
My pledge is to keep you safe.
I'm your new lieutenant.
I've not given up. I'm just getting started.
Law & Order Thursday, new on NBC and Peacock.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in tile, to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
I was able to look at everything that I was looking for my new kitchen, including the backsplash and the countertop and the sinks all in one place.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
I would never take a tax credit that I wasn't entitled to.
Angela Brooks took tax deductions she did not qualify for.
Brooks improperly took advantage of tax breaks she did not qualify for.
Brooks claimed a homestead tax break for a townhouse she rented.
Brooks is accused of improperly claiming senior citizens tax breaks.
She used multiple methods, which she was not qualified for, to save thousands of dollars.
No, I don't believe I'm above the law.
Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Make sure your neighborhood feels like home with landscaping and property services by Herker Property Maintenance. We combine science and art to create and maintain the landscape masterpiece you've always dreamed of. We can handle the largest developments and commercial properties all over and provide a consistent data evaluation to keep your property perfectly maintained. Clean, innovative, fast, reliable, from landscaping to pavement services and everything in between. Take an innovative approach with Herker Property Maintenance.
6:37 on our Tuesday morning. Irish Eyes Cam. A little breezy and cloudy out there in Lewis right now, and 68, maybe a little drizzle there in the rest of Sussex County right now, but nothing in the way of steady rain. Also farther south around Salisbury, you're dry. We are seeing some showers, however, for the eastern shore, so it's to our west, south, and east that we have the rain. It's kind of around us right now, but eventually we have more rain to the west, and that will be building in as we go through time. 60s to around 70 out the door this morning, so it's mild and muggy, breezy along the coast too. Watch for a little bit of flooding at time of high tide. Here's your drive cast. Take it slow. Remember, it could be a little slick out there too. We have the leaves falling, could make it a little slippery. Gave it the yellow light for the morning commute, some drizzle and some light rain, and also heading home kind of drizzly and rainy too, and I gave it the caution light there. Remember to call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's another way to get your forecast. Your forecast is just a call away, and it's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
The annual Latinos Unidos Student Summit is returning to Delaware and happening today. It's the first day to register for the event. It's organized by United Way of Delaware. This takes place Saturday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Newark. Participants will be able to select 2 out of 10 workshops on topics ranging from mental health to leadership training, voting, and the importance of civic engagement.
What I think the students can expect the most is to have fun, to feel seen, to feel heard, to feel liberated, and to be empowered to be unapologetically Latino, Hispanic, whatever, where their family and their roots come from. It's a time to celebrate their culture. It's a time to learn with their peers.
And the registration deadline is today, but they will welcome students who didn't register on the day of the event. Bus transportation will be provided from Georgetown. Visit our website, coasttvnews.com, to learn more.
Happening this weekend at Killens Pond State Park, it's the 2024 Becoming an Outdoors Woman program. DenRec event offers hands-on activities like fly fishing, kayaking, outdoor cooking, and more. The weekend's all about learning outdoor skills in a supportive and non-competitive atmosphere.
This morning, as the Phillies are preparing for their run at a third World Series title, the franchise is learning that the man who is so important in winning the very first for the Phils, Pete Rose, has passed away.
It's a career mostly spent with the Cincinnati Reds. Rose became the first big free agent to ever sign with the Phillies, joining the team in 1979 and becoming the spark plug for a group that won it all a year later. The Phils would then return to the World Series in his final year with the team. That was in '83. During his time in Philadelphia, Rose broke Stan Musial's all-time National League hit record. However, when he returned to the Reds as manager in the late 1980s, Commissioner Bart Giamatti handed Rose a lifetime ban from baseball. This was after an investigation revealed his betting on games while managing the Reds.
Yeah, for years, Rose denied he betted on baseball until admitting it about 20 years ago. Pete Rose, dead at age 83.
Happening tonight, Delmarva Sports Network will be airing Faith, Family, and Field Hockey, The Legacy of Susan Pusey. Susan was a force in Pocomoke, winning 16 state titles in field hockey over 28 years as head coach before passing away in 2015. You don't want to miss that. It's at 8 p.m. on DSN.
And coming up today on DSN at 4 p.m., this is appropriate from what we just said there. 4 p.m., Bennett will take on Pocomoke in field hockey. At 6 p.m., you can catch Queen Anne's facing off against North Dorchester in girls volleyball. Then at 8, it is that special Pocomoke field hockey, The Legacy of Susan Pusey. 10:30, it is the final score.
On the DSN Plus app at 4 p.m., it's your game of the night. Bennis taking on Pocomoke in field hockey. At 5:30, you can watch Milford take on Smyrna in boys soccer. 6:30, Sussex Central facing Polytech, also in boys soccer. In some entertainment news now, sequels to Joker, Venom, and Smile are among movies heading to theaters in October. Rick Damigella shows us what you can expect this month.
I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
The clown prince of crime is back, and he brought a friend in Joker Folie à Deux. Lady Gaga joins Joaquin Phoenix in the sequel to 2019's billion-dollar blockbuster. Joker and Harley Quinn take over theaters Friday.
I mean, more than 90 minutes of live television by a group of 20-year-olds who've never made anything.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night. But obviously it's not live because it's a movie. Saturday Night follows the run-up to the iconic television show's first episode. Following a limited opening, Saturday Night goes into wide release October 11th.
You okay? I keep seeing this face everywhere.
The vicious visage haunts a pop star embarking on a concert tour in Smile 2. Horror fans may be grinning from ear to ear when the sequel creeps into theaters October 18th.
We've come a long way, you and me. But we are grown.
Eddie Brock and his alien buddy are back in Venom: The Last Dance. The third movie in the franchise invades theaters October 25th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life.
How would you like to win a new kitchen?
I would.
Well, you can. And we're delivering the news to one lucky winner.
And we are talking to the experts about your HVAC because it is getting to that time. The heat's going to be coming on soon. We have some warnings for you just before you turn that heat on.
And sometimes before the new year is a good time to set some of those fitness goals. We're going to be helping you do that as well.
All right, all that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
I've never won a kitchen before. That'd be so exciting. You're going to have to watch Coast Life at 4. We're looking at clouds. We're seeing a little bit of brightness out there, maybe a little bit of sun as sun's coming up here in about 10 minutes. And October is off to a wet start with scattered showers this morning. Pack the umbrella. One more rainy day then, clearing, drier, and warmer in the days to come. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Foul
odors, discolored water? Are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Discover the wonders of our environment at UT's Coast Day on October 6th from 10 to 3 in Lewis. Hands-on science, research vessels, and more at this family-friendly event. More info, visit udel.edu/Coast Day. Sponsored by CoastTV.
The Delaware Celebration of Jazz presents Cancer Survivor Night, an evening of music and dance benefiting the Beatty Tunnel Cancer Center. Tickets are just $39 and is your chance to make a difference. Show your support by purchasing or gifting tickets today. For more information, visit RehobothJazz.com.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store. Located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
It's the perfect time to upgrade your home's comfort with Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Now, through November 30th, get up to $1,700 with Carrier's Cool Cash Instant Rebate on qualifying systems. That's right, big savings on a brand new energy-efficient heating system. You may also be eligible for a federal tax credit up to $2,000 with a qualified system. Get it done now and stay warm all winter long. Call Coastal Comfort or visit coastalcomfort.com, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Time is now 6:46, and we're going to go now take a live look at Laurel, see what's going on there. Kind of looks like October, right, Bob? A little spooky, but a little sunshine. We can deal with it.
It almost looks like a UFO there, doesn't it?
It
Kind of
does.
like,
I mean,
do we have
I
a
hope it
alien invasion going? No.
I hope so.
That would spice things up, wouldn't it, Paige? No, the sun's coming up. No alien invasion that I'm aware of. So, but we'll keep you posted if there is one. Here's your 5-day precipitation chances. About a 50% chance today. We'll see clouds, drizzle, light rain, and kind of a dreary day. And then it's down to 20%. Maybe some showers very early Wednesday morning. Then a cold front comes through. Then we dry it out. Then we're down to 0% chance Thursday right into the weekend. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to drier air, too. We're in this tropical air mass. It's been so muggy lately. We do finally dry it out. So we go into later Wednesday, really through the rest of the week into the upcoming weekend as well. So a much deserved change is on the way. But right now we're still kind of in that murky and humid air mass. Lots of clouds, a little bit of drizzle out there across Sussex County. Watch out for that. Some wet roads as well down into Wycomico County, Worcester County too. And some drizzle and some steady rain across the eastern shore right now. And that rain extends to the I-95 corridor. Seeing the rain near D.C. right now down towards Richmond. And then also more rain offshore. It's kind of going around us right now, but eventually this rain to the west will have to move our way because we have low pressure to the south and then an upper level low, and this is all moving to the east, and that rain will be moving our way throughout the day. But here is the big change as we go into tomorrow. This lovely fall cold front across the plains, cooler and drier air behind it, and that front is doing here as we go into later tomorrow. But out the door right now, temperatures into the mid to upper 60s, and we have a strong easterly flow right now. Now, they have dropped the coastal flood advisory for Sussex County, but it continues for Dorchester, Somerset, Wycomico counties until Wednesday evening. So at time of high tide, watch for some water rises, maybe up to about a foot. Otherwise, a dreary day, lots of clouds, breezy out of the east. Some of our beach communities not getting out of the 60s, inland maybe lower 70s. We're in and out of the rain and drizzle. By 10 o'clock, it looks like it does start to dry up a little but maybe still a stray shower by Wednesday morning with temperatures into the 60s. And then by tomorrow around 12:30, still seeing some clouds. Then we finally start to dry it out, but the flow is still out of the northeast. We need that flow to come in more out of the west, and eventually it will behind a cold front. And then we do dry it out much better Friday and into the weekend. The first weekend of October is looking great, but there is rain off to our northwest that could be moving in for Monday and Tuesday. But the rain over the next couple of days, not all that impressive, about 1/10 to 2/10, maybe a little more in places. It's just going to rain a lot over the next 24 hours. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, kind of dreary today, first day of October, 71, and then some showers early Wednesday, otherwise 73, and then warming up towards the end of the week. Thursday, mostly sunny. Some more clouds Friday and the weekend right now looking good. Maybe you're apple picking or going to the pumpkin patch, looking good. 79 Saturday, 77 on Sunday, and then, yeah, that rain chance returns on Monday and a high of 76.
Don't forget tailgating, Bob.
Yeah.
In Lewis, if you left some items on the beach, you have just a little bit of time to get them back. People must remove all items from the dunes and beach by October 14th. After this date, the city will begin removing any remaining items. Locals have a final deadline of October 31st to claim their personal property.
Yeah, don't forget about that. Also, don't forget the Country Calling Festival just around the corner. The Town of Ocean City Communications and the Country Calling Fest wants to keep you informed. So the two put out a toolkit with up-to-date information about what you can expect before, during, and after that event. The festival takes place Friday, October 4th and Saturday, October 5th. The toolkit contains information about things like transportation, parking, and the event timeline. It's encouraged that you print a copy or you share it online, as this information is very important for those of you attending.
If you're interested in donating blood this fall, we have an upcoming blood drive. It's happening in Rehoboth Beach. Blood Bank of Delmarva will host the blood drive from 12 to 6 at the Convention Center. It's happening Monday, October 7th.
All right, time is now 6:50 this morning, and we got to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Yeah, we've got a couple of them here, Paige. Pets of the day, these 4 delightful dogs on your screen, and you look like they're posing so nicely for this picture. And the fall leaves in the background is right on time. Fall is here on Delmarva. A lot of areas may look like that soon. This picture was submitted to us by Denise in Lewis.
Thank you, Denise. I wish we knew their names. Do you have any guesses of what they're named?
I'm going to go Fluffy.
Okay.
Little Fluffy, maybe Hawaiian shirt dog guy.
A Hawaiian shirt Fluffy.
Yeah.
And then?
And Curious dog guy.
Perfect. Okay. Don't forget to keep sending us all of your pets and give us their names so Matt doesn't name them all Fluffy.
Scan the QR code at the top of your screen to get your fluffy and furry friendos here on Coast TV News, and watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Do you think they're always that well behaved? I bet they are. We are looking at a churned up Atlantic Ocean right now with that onshore flow. Not the best beach day. It's going to be a little dreary out there, kind of rainy and drizzly for one more day, then drying out, warming up the next few days, near 80 heading into the weekend. Your 10-day forecast is coming up next.
Fall into planning at Bellaterra Garden Center. Autumn is the perfect time of year for planting. Come check out our locally sourced collection of trees and shrubs of all shapes and sizes. Did you know that Bellaterra is open 7 days a week? Join our garden club for big savings and first access to all sale promotions. Stocked with the smallest succulents to the tallest of trees, Bellaterra Garden Center is here for all your gardening needs. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Located right off Route 16 in Ellendale.
There are many signs that can indicate your loved ones are struggling to take care of themselves. Poor hygiene, a messy house, unexplained weight loss, the list goes on. In-home care is a delicate subject, but can greatly improve their quality of life. Express your concerns without accusing. Involve them in decisions and enlist the help of others.
Homewell Care Services provides quality in-home care 24/7 or short-term care when you need it most. To learn more about Homewell Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Join the Harry K Foundation for the Fashion for Charity Girls Night Out October 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Shellville Village in Rehoboth Beach. Indulge in cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, a fashion show, and shopping on this evening of fashion, food, friends, and philanthropy. Tickets are $48 with benefits going to the Harry K Foundation, working to defeat childhood hunger throughout Delaware. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Want something new to explore? Maryland's coast is naturally growing. Off the deck, right from the vine, or tapped out of the keg, there's always something fresh in Worcester County. Bite into something locally grown from the farmers markets. Indulge in sweet treats from the dairy or the bakery. Enjoy a brew, a glass of wine, or a cocktail that you can't get anywhere else. Eat seafood right from these waters. In Worcester County, there's something fresh everyone will like. To learn more and to explore Maryland's coast, go to visitmarylandscoast.org.
At Delmarva Roofing and Coating, we believe in longevity. Since our start in 1988 and 10 million square feet of roofing later, we've gained the experience to solve your roofing problems. We combine those years of knowledge with cutting-edge technology to guide you through every project phase, inspection, maintenance, or installation. You can count on us to safeguard your investment with a reliable roof and service after the sale. Serving Delmarva for over 3 decades, Delmarva Roofing and Coating, above all, a good roof.
It's now 6:54. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. New bills signed by Governor Carney will prioritize funding for the state's other post-employment benefits program. Those are health benefits that are not part of a pension. Right now, the program is underfunded by billions, and this new batch of funding will set aside money every year, add funding increases over time, change health plans, and change eligibility for future retirees and spouses.
Happening today, you can now break out the leash and bring your dogs to the beach. In Rehoboth Beach, leashed dogs are welcome back on the sand and on the boardwalk, and it's going to stay that way through the off-season, and that off-season lasts until April 30th.
Verizon says its cell phone service is now fully back online. The company's statement follows that massive outage that impacted many of thousands of its customers late Monday morning. Many users said their cell phones were intermittently displaying the SOS mode, leaving them only able to make emergency calls via satellite.
Some Delaware libraries still without internet. This is following a cyber attack. It was just over a week ago. Libraries across the state, including Sussex County, experienced an internet outage. The Director of Policy and Communication with the Delaware Department of State tells CoastTV the only thing they can confirm is that they were hacked by ransomware. It's a malware that demands a ransom in order for you to access your computer again, and there is an ongoing investigation into this.
The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management will be holding a series of public meetings regarding their plans for the construction of offshore wind turbines. We know this has been something we've been talking about a while. The structures would be as close as 3.5 miles from the Ocean City shoreline, and the proposed project would be in addition to the 114 938-foot tall turbines that would be over 10 miles from the shoreline that were already approved earlier in September. There is a meeting tomorrow, October 2nd from 6 to 8, and you can register for that online. It is now 6:56, and it's time for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, we've got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob. Try a little bit of wetness out there again today.
Yeah, you know, October off to kind of a dreary start, but it's supposed to be a spooky month anyway, right? We've got Halloween at the end of the month, so, you know, it's not all that bad, but just watch for wet roads, a little slick out there. The leaves are falling too. Could be a little slippery, cloudy with intermittent drizzle and light rain. Look at the temperatures. They only rise a few degrees up into the lower 70s later today, and on top of that, kind of a raw east-northeast wind as well. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 71 today, last real wet day. Maybe some showers early Wednesday, then a cold front later in the day, 73. We dry it out end of the week and warm it up into the mid to upper 70s, and the weekend looking great. Apple picking, pumpkin picking, shopping, whatever. Saturday good, 79. Sunshine Sunday, 77. And then rain moves in Monday and Tuesday, and then a more substantial cool down after that.
All right, Bob, thank you, and thank you for joining us on Coast TV News today.
Today's show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
And Coast TV Midday is back at 11.
Until then, have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.